You're hitting your protein goal, or at least you think you are, based on whatever number you saw once in an app. You're training hard, showing up consistently, doing the things every fitness page online tells you to do. And the fat loss still isn't matching the effort you're putting in. That's frustrating, because out of everything in fitness, protein is supposed to be the easy part everyone gets right. Here's the truth. You're probably not failing because you're ignoring protein completely. You're failing because of a few specific mistakes in how you're actually using it day to day. Now, before someone says, just eat more chicken, bro, it's not that simple. Stick with me. Let's break it down mistake by mistake. First mistake, eating almost no protein for most of the day, then loading up at dinner. Your body doesn't store protein the way it stores fat, ready to be pulled from whenever it's convenient. It can only use so much at once for muscle repair and hunger control. Skip protein all morning, then eat a huge steak at night. And you're missing the benefit for most of your day, even if the total gram count looks perfectly fine on paper by the time you go to bed. Second mistake, thinking you're eating high protein when you're really not. A splash of milk in your coffee, one slice of turkey on a sandwich, a small yogurt cup. It feels like enough. It adds up to far less than most people assume. Most people don't realize how big that gap is until they actually track a single full day honestly, without guessing. Third mistake, cutting calories hard without protecting your protein intake. When you're in a calorie deficit, protein is what protects the muscle you already have. Skimp on it while cutting, and more of the weight you lose ends up coming from muscle, not fat. Less muscle means a slower metabolism later and a body that looks and feels completely different than the number on the scale would suggest. Fourth mistake, treating protein bars and flavored shakes as a real protein source without checking them. Check the actual label sometime. Some are mostly sugar and filler, with a small amount of protein attached to a big marketing claim on the front of the packaging. You think you're fueling recovery. Most days, you're really just eating a candy bar wearing a health halo. Quick pause. If you've been hitting your protein goal every day and still not seeing the results to match, hit like and subscribe. This is exactly what we're here to fix, one mistake at a time. Fifth mistake, eating protein completely alone without any fiber or vegetables alongside it. Protein helps you feel full in the moment. But fiber is what slows digestion down and makes that fullness actually last for hours, not minutes. Protein without fiber still leaves you reaching for something else an hour or two later, wondering why you're hungry again already. Sixth mistake, relying on the exact same protein source at every single meal. Chicken and rice, every meal, every single day, week after week. It works for a while until it quietly doesn't anymore. Boredom is one of the biggest, most underrated reasons people abandon a perfectly good plan. Variety isn't a luxury here, it's part of what keeps you consistent for the long run. Seventh mistake, assuming all protein sources are created equal. Some sources give your body what it actually needs to build and repair muscle efficiently. Others fall noticeably short, even at the exact same gram count listed on a label. Whole food sources like eggs, dairy, meat, and fish tend to outperform cheaper, lower-quality processed alternatives in the real world, not just on paper. Eighth mistake, believing protein alone will fix everything on its own. Protein matters a lot, but it's not magic. Hit your protein target perfectly while still eating in a calorie surplus overall, and fat loss still won't happen, no matter how proud you are of that one number. It supports the plan. It was never designed to replace the rest of it. So what should you actually do? Spread your protein across the day instead of loading it all into one meal. Track it honestly for a few days so you actually know your real number instead of guessing. Protect it while you're cutting calories. It should be the last thing you cut, not the first. Pair it with fiber and rotate your sources so it stays sustainable. Nothing extreme, just consistent, meal after meal. And here's the part most people miss. Sometimes the missing piece isn't eating more protein. It's actually using the protein you're already eating properly. Subscribe if you want simple fat loss fixes that actually make sense. And watch the next video where I'll break down the post-workout habits quietly stalling your fat loss too.